Today, I wanted to have a little talk about something. I wanted to talk about egg opening games and how kind of bad these types of games are in a way. I'm not going to try to completely hate on these games, but I just wanted to just say a couple of things about them and like in the nicest way possible. So, there are like about a million games on Roblox which have the egg opening or have egg opening eggs, basically pets, egg opening, hatching system, and a bunch of other stuff. And when you hatch these types of eggs, you can get some pretty good pets out of them. Now, certain pets can come into different tiers. So, for example, in the game you're seeing right now, I'm on Tapping Legends, and they have a common, rare, epic, and legendary tier. Now, every game is different. Sometimes it could be a common, rare, epic, legendary, exotic. Well, actually, this game actually has exotics and godlies. It could be like mythics, and of course, everyone's favorite, the secret pet. Now, this is where the problem comes in. Now, if you can already see right now, the percentages of getting these pets, 0.04, that's a very high percentage, or very low actually. 0.003 for a godly, that's very low. And the secret pet, well, it doesn't show on here because it's a secret pet, but there is a secret pet in this egg, like in every other egg, and those things have a extremely low chance of obtaining. Like those things will take over millions of eggs to get, and that's just where the problem comes in, because if it takes about a million eggs to get a secret pet, you know how much time you will have to be in this game, and that's when something also called RNG comes to play. So I can't recall if I actually made a video talking about RNG. Maybe I just recorded it, but I scrapped it because I didn't say enough about it because I just desperately hate RNG. But it's random number generator, so it basically just determines like when you should get that pet and the amount of eggs. So RNG can be very fair at times, or it could just be very rigged. So let's suppose there's a pet that has a 1 in 100 chance of getting, so there's a 1% chance of getting. So, it's more likely to be hatched within 1 in 100 eggs. But let's say, for example, you hatched over 100 eggs, and maybe you already hatched 150 eggs until you got that pet. That's when the RNG is rigged, because you got in the pet 50 more eggs than you were supposed to. Some games like Bubblegum Simulator, when they added like the clockwork egg, they say that there is a 1 in 10 chance of you hatching a mythic, and if you don't hatch a mythic within 1 in 10 eggs, the 10th egg is a guarantee. So that's a really good system right there, because it's a Robux pet egg and it costs a lot of Robux. So I'm glad they made that feature. Problem is, you'll be just probably spending a hell ton because, the RNG can sometimes not be fair. In some scenarios as well, like secret pets, some secret pets can be in a 1 in a million chance. You hatch a million eggs, oh look, congratulations, you don't got a secret pet. You hatch 5 million eggs, oh, you still don't have a secret pet. You hatch 20 million, oh, you got your first secret pet, congrats. And it only took 1 in a million eggs, and you ended up hatching like 20 times the amount than you should have. Even, like, it could have been a shiny or something, or a mythic, like in Bubblegum Simulator. Like, if it really took that long, okay, maybe it makes a little bit sense. But at the same time, just 1 in a million is kind of ridiculous, because like the all-time Bubblegum Simulator hatcher, I don't even know how many eggs he has open. He has like over, I don't know, 20 million or something. I guess when going into video editing, I'll have to probably correct myself. But, within all the eggs that he hatched, there is a possibility that he could have hatched a couple of secret pets, or maybe he didn't. Maybe he just got those secret pets from trading. Whatever the case is, RNG is just pretty crazy. You can sometimes hatch a secret pet and maybe a 1 in 100 eggs. It can happen. Like, you can hatch a secret pet within the first 2 minutes of whenever that egg releases, and you can even get a secret pet before you even get the best legendary in the egg. Like, it's crazy, man. But yeah, so I think a better solution to some of these pet egg opening games is make it so that way you get the pet guaranteed after hatching a certain amount of eggs. So if a pet is a 1 in 100, or 1 in 100 chance, 1% chance to get, if you hatched over 99 eggs and you still haven't gotten the pet, then you should just make it guaranteed on the 100th one. I mean, it could make the game a little bit broken, but not really, because you can just make it as rare as you want, but make it so that if we hatch that many eggs, it's a guarantee. because I just can't take it. Like the amount of days and nights I've been grinding games like these, one particularly Bubblegum Simulator, trying to get a secret pet. Not once I have gotten one, and the only secret pet I've ever hatched in Bubblegum Simulator was the King Slime, but it was like one of the easiest secret pets to get. So, you know, you do what you do, and you know that's how it works. And it's not luck, okay? Like, luck does not exist. Like, you see this 2 times luck event? Yeah, that's not real. I mean, it's just supposed to help improve your chances of getting a secret pet or whatever you're trying to get, but it doesn't generally actually help you. It's just RNG based. And you don't want to know why? Let me explain. Because I have 2 accounts. I have an alt account that has game passes for Bubblegum Simulator. Yes, I spent like $20 on that account. And I was grinding Bubblegum Simulator during a 2 times luck event. Now, it didn't have as much luck as me. I think I had like 10 times luck, and like let's suppose it had 5 times luck. So when we were hatching the slime egg, it actually hatched a secret pet, and I didn't. So that really just shows like it's the RNG. So even though my account didn't have as much luck as me, it had like 5 times luck compared to my account, which had 10 times luck. I didn't hatch a secret pet that night. My alt did. Yes, this actually happened, by the way. So luck doesn't really actually exist. It's just an RNG. You just gotta really rely on. But other than that, like the amount of games, like Bubblegum Simulator just started out just being a normal game where you blow a bubble, you sell it, get more bubble, maybe better capacity, and then you can hatch little companions, and then they can help you for your journey. But I didn't expect them to just go full out, starting adding new worlds and just eggs with secret pets that are like in a 1 in a billion chance of getting. Like this, like these games now should just be considered egg opening simulator, and people just go wild and nuts over these games. Like, oh holy Jesus God, guys, look at the secret pet. Oh my God, it's so cool. It's so overpowered. I really want to hatch it. And then they don't end up hatching it because, you know, the RNG wasn't nice to them, or maybe they weren't lucky enough because, you know, some people still believe in luck for some reason, and that doesn't actually exist. I mean, you know, like, come on. If you tried all the methods of trying to become lucky, well, guess what? It doesn't work. And there's also some games, like, it's not just egg opening games, it's just games with RNG. So Beast Storm Simulator has a lot of RNG. Like, if you wanted to get a proper Supreme Star amulet, you'll have to, you know, roll it like a couple billion times until you get the perfect one. Or if you wanted to get like Mythic Beast towards your hive, because those things are extremely rare, and there's like 4 of them in the game. So technically, if you wanted to get a certain Mythic bee, it's like in a 1 in 100,000 royal jelly, which I freaking hated the game for that, because when I was trying to get vectors, it would just give me nothing but like spices and tadpoles and stuff, and even a couple fuzzies, which I don't need. But one particular day was RNG very nice to me, and it just gave me vectors every single time I rolled, so I was able to technically complete my hive, but not really, because I still need to get them all gifted. And that's probably why I'm still not grinding or getting as much honey. But and yeah, like Dungeon Quest as well. So Dungeon Quest, you know, you run, you can get, you know, there's loot in the game which are extremely rare to get. So like currently they had it Aquatic Temple, and Trident armor is the best you can get. Now this is where even RNG becomes even more rigged, because once you actually drop a Trident, there's also another extremely low chance of you actually getting like a rarity of it. So it can come into gray, which is common, to green, to blue, to purple. Now purple Trident armor is the rarest and best armor in the game. So if you were to really try and get that, well, congratulations and good luck to you, because that thing is rare. Only once in my life I actually played during Volcanic Chambers when that was a thing. I was like, I had the greatest idea. Let me just whip out my OBS recorder, record like me playing in a raid, and see if I can get something lucky. Guess what? RNG actually felt and had a great idea, or actually liked that idea, because when we completed the dungeon, it gave me a purple Lava King's Mage armor, or helmet, and it was very good, and the cosmetic at the same time. If you want to watch that video, check the pinned comment, because yeah, it's I got pretty lucky there. I don't know how. I was like, whoa, purple, never seen that happen. Cosmetic at the same time, wow. Of course, there's more like, people are like a little bit more lucky with things, and the RNG is pretty nice to them, to the point where sometimes they can get double legendaries in a raid. How is that even possible? Those things are like 1 in 250 chance, and you can get 2 of them in the same drop. Oh, and yeah, to 1 in 250 chance. You know how low that percentage is? And more importantly, you know how many times you get loot? Yeah, your odds of getting like a exotic in this pet are probably more likely because you can hatch eggs a lot more faster. It takes about 5 minutes for you to complete a raid. Like, I mean, they offer like an extra item game pass, but it doesn't really help me actually. I mean, 2,000 Robux is kind of too expensive. I think they should have made it like two extra items or something. I think that would be worth the price a little bit more. All right, and I guess I don't really have much else to say, so I think I'm just gonna call it here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Um, Let me guys know your opinions about RNG games and stuff. Do you like them? I mean, they can be fun and sometimes, but when you have to overgrind for 8 nights and then your computer explodes, yeah, that's probably your fault. But at the same time, the game's fault because you were supposed to get a good pet, but you ended up not because the RNG is rigged. All right, well, I was planning to go live today, but I'm not sure now because it's kind of late. Well, not too late, but in case like people are getting ready to go to sleep or they're busy in some cases. I don't know. I'll go live whenever I can. Maybe I'll go live February. I don't know, but I'll just think about it. If you see a random live stream popping up, yeah, you should totally join because I might give out some movie sneak peeks and stuff like that. Which, by the way, next week I'll make a video talking about the movie and stuff. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.